striving for excellence.
Karibuni sana hapa Riara Springs Academy. Feel at home as Riara is our home away from home.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Principal Marie.
Welcome to Riara Springs Academy. Today is a special day for us as finally Riara has a campus on Mombasa Road, the Springs campus. Remember, our motto remains
Striving for excellence.
Again, our motto remains
Striving for excellence.
Since when, boys and girls?
In 74, the spark was lit, our vision strong, our perfect fit. With dreams and hope, the seeds were sown. Riara's legacy has fully grown. Decade by decade, we've grown so tall. Riara's spirit, we heed the call. Through the ages, we soared like flame. With books in hand, we chased our name.
You can join us.
Every lesson dawned new light. Decade by decade, a story thrives. Riara's spirit in all our lives. The night is done with dreams ablaze. Step whispered loud in early days. With dreams we changed, embraced the new. In every class, horizons grew. Decade by decade, we rise in grace. Riara's spirit, time can't erase. Through the 2000s, we soared, we flew. Every dream ignited, every hope brand new. In hills, in courts, in halls so grand, we ran, we leapt with Riara's hand. Decade by decade, our flame shines on. 34, we rise, we cheer. 50 years of triumphs echo clear. In classroom buzzing, dreams took flight. Instant blazing, burning bright. Way, step by step, our hearts will dream. Riara's spirit, forever the king. And now, stand in golden light. 50 years, our future bright. Remember, boom, the cheers resound. Riara's beat shakes the ground. Hands held high, hearts ablaze. In unity, we proudly rise. For sight, man's any God. Decade by decade, we love and true. Talk of Gen Z, everywhere Gen Z. No. Riara the evening. We ride the soul like a boogie ride. From halls of learning to fields of fame. Riara echoes, calls our name. Sina Maoni, we shout, we dance, we celebrate. The Riara family, bold and great. Decade by decade, we rise the way. Riara spirit, leading the day. Thank you.
Great. Now let's celebrate.
Hello. Achoo.
Basi mbele yetu ni alianzisha shule ya Riara Springs Bi Kisuli, ambaye ameshuka kwenye gari aina ya Mercedes KIG 76BU. Narudia tena kwamba ni mwanzilishi wa shule hii Riara Springs, Hebu tumpigieni makofi kabla hatajaanza kutueleza. Tumpigieni makofi tafadhali. Anakumbukwa kwa mengi sana. Ametamba tangu wakati ule shule hii ilipoanza mnamo miaka ya 2000. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Katunga. Now, those who are following the story, after the Balmoro Kindergarten, there came the Riara Primary. In the year 2000, the Riara Springs Academy, where we are now, was born. The first school head was B. Kisuli, who is here with us. Let's celebrate her as she tells us something. B. Kisuli, welcome to our event. Tell us the year 2000, how it was, how we started the school, and now where we are with 1,500 students across the campus. Tell us how this was managed.
Thank you very much. My name is Mrs. Banis Kisuli, and I'm very grateful to be here today. After serving Riara Road Primary School for 10 years, I was called by Mr. and Professor Eda Gashukia, and they informed me that I was going to be the founder principal at Riara Springs. This was very shocking for me because I was a deputy for a short while. But just before we opened the doors in the year 2000, DG brought us here on one very rainy day and showed us that the school was going to be here. We didn't believe him because the foundations were full of water and the classrooms were not finished. But I can assure you that Guka is a very determined person, because by the beginning of January, we had the classrooms, the block which is now used by the high school, the girls' high school, because the primary school, as of that time, of course, we didn't have any students. But when we opened, we had students or pupils from standard 1 up to standard 4. By the end of term 1, we had 20 pupils, and that was an achievement for us. So it is really a great thing to thank God that we have 1,500 pupils at Riara Springs Primary School. Why don't we appreciate? Then at the high school, because after discussing with the Shoshu EG, we agreed that we were going to have a girls' high school, and it was going to be a boarding school. So we decided 2 of the classrooms students. So when they reported in February, both Form 1 and a few Form 2s, we didn't know that Form 2s were going to come. So that is how we started. So with Standard 4 in the year 2000, we had the first K-8s in the year 2004. And we excelled. We didn't have 20 of them, there were fewer than 20. But we excelled, we did very well, and for several years, we were outstanding in terms of KCP performance. I agree with, I think it is Alushula who talked about the construction stones, and the students were extremely disciplined because I told them the sand was for construction. So if they needed sand for playing, we are going to order, and nobody touched. The pupils that are in Riara are extremely disciplined, and that's why they do not disappoint. That's why they excel wherever they go. I may not be able to remember precisely the year. Was one of the characters we had. So in the morning, we changed the place slightly, and we had a motorcade leading, going ahead of the president before he came to give the speech. And one of the things that I remember, the one who was acting, the president, was not a top performer. But because of the participation in the play, he performed extremely well in KCPE. The other thing that I would like to say about Riara is that unlike other schools, parents are very. One was a top performer, the other one had a challenge. And the teachers came and told me, Rachel, I remember that was her name, Rachel ni wetu. She's going to do KCPE here. It doesn't matter what marks she gets. And unlike what we see, because while I was teaching, I could read the newsletters and see the kind of compositions and inches that students would write. Rachel scored almost 300 marks. And you should have seen the teachers. It's like autumn, but they felt that they had an impact on this girl. I must say that Riara, indeed, is a home away from home. So even when I'm invited, I do not hesitate to come because this is home. And I want to thank Mr. Morevi, the PTA, in absentia, Dr. Gashukia, Guka, and Juju, Alan, and everybody else that is in the leadership of Riara Springs, and including the principals. I saw Ms. Kachanja, and Mrs. Mulinge, of course, is a tremendous work. I keep following the performance, particularly when we had KCP, and you should see me celebrating. My heart is in Riara, and I want to thank God that we are celebrating, which was called Lockhart, on Riara Road. It never saw the year 2000. It closed. And it's not 1 or 2 or 3. Many schools closed. But because of the good leadership that is provided by the directors and the good treatment that the staff get, anybody who would want to work in a professional institution, the institution is Riara. Any parent who wants their child to excel from kindergarten to the university, Riara is the school. So I want to thank everybody. I want to appreciate the boys and girls. And from what we have heard from the alumni of Riara, Leon and Jeremy, and I'm sure there are others, and I keep following them. I know that some of them have international jobs, so if you follow the instructions, the guidance that is provided by the teachers together with your parents, for sure you will excel. So I thank God for this opportunity, and let's keep on keeping on until we go beyond 100 years, because it is possible. We are halfway through there. Thank you very much.
Let's celebrate Ms. Kisule for that exemplary job done in the initiation of Riara Springs Academy. In the initiation of Riara Springs Academy. May God bless you in your endeavors. I know we live to see Riara 50 years and beyond. Back to you, our narration team.
Thank you very much, Madam Principal. Now, boys and girls, we can depart to our respective classes and start writing the story of Riara Springs campus.
This was the same year of transition of power from Nyayo era to Mwai era. The third president who introduced free primary education the following year.
In 2004, Riara Springs had their first KCPE, where Tony Okech scored 447 out of 500 marks, a record that has never been broken ever since.
Does it mean that Riara Springs Academy never had candidates for the 7 subjects?
Precisely. The 5 subjects done in KCPE were introduced in 2001, just before the inception of the Springs campus. But the girls had a chance to join the Riara Springs Girls High School.
As Riara grew, so did the teachers ensure holistic growth of all learners. Needless to say, the teachers were well sourced from far and wide so as to get the best
best in delivering academic content as well as skills to the learners. That is why Riara teachers are talented. Take a look.
Pamoja na kipawa cha kuwa mwalimu, kazi yake inayojulikana sana ni kuwa darasani. Kuna vipawa vingine ambavyo tunavikuza, na hapa mbele tutakuwa na walimu ambao watatuonyesha mengi ambayo pia wanaweza kufanya. Kwa kweli sio darasani tu, bali pia kuna mengine ambayo tunaweza kufanya kama walimu. Mbele yetu ni walimu ama kikundi kimoja cha walimu, sio wote.
Wahambanati, oh wahambanati, oh wahambanati, siyabonga. Wahambanati,
wahambanati, oh wahambanati, oh wahambanati, siyabonga.
Wahambanati,
wahambanati, oh wahambanati, oh wahambanati, siyabonga. Siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga konyama Yesu, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga konyama Yesu, siyabonga Jesu, siyabonga.
Kiswahili, umetembea nasi, umetembea nasi, umetembea nasi, twashukuru. Umetembea nasi,
tembea nasi, umetembea nasi, umetembea nasi,
twashukuru, twashukuru Yesu,
twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru Simba wa Yuda, twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru,
twashukuru Yesu,
twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru Simba wa Yuda, twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru.
Are you ready to dance kidogo? Get some free space around you. From my part, we say, hey, hey, hey. To the right, let's go.
Hey.
One more time. Hey, hey, hey. To the back, let's go. Are you ready? Say, hey, hey, hey. To the left. One more time. Hey, hey, hey. Twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru Simba wa Yuda, twashukuru Yesu, twashukuru.
Makofi kwa walimu, makofi kwa walimu. Sasa mwanzo wa ngoma ni lele. Tuona hiyo ndio lele. Sasa tuangalie miomboko tofauti tofauti.